Nobody is above the law. Heartbreak for Obasanjo as court rebooks him, order him to pay 4 million naira fine. Good morning everyone, and thank you for tuning in and listening to this headline we brought for you all this morning. Our headline for this morning says that nobody is above the law. Heartbreak for Obasanjo as court rebooks him, orders him to pay 4 million naira fine. The Federal Capital Territory (FCT) High Court in Abuja has rejected former President Olusegun Obasanjo's plea to reinstate a previously terminated 1 billion naira defamation lawsuit against Punch newspaper. Judge Modupe Osho Adebiyi urged this ruling on April 21, a certified true copy of which was obtained by Premium Times shortly after it was released on Tuesday. The lawsuit, initially dismissed on October 19, 2023, stems from an article on Punch newspaper columnist Sonala Olumense. Obasanjo legal team voluntarily withdrew the suit, leading to its dismissal. In the aftermath, the court ordered Obasanjo to pay 4 million naira in costs to Punch newspaper and Olumense. Expressing dissatisfaction with the lawsuit's frivolous nature, Judge Osho Adebiyi independently increased the awarded cost from 3 million naira to 4 million naira. She also rejected Obasanjo's sequence attempt to release the case, dismissing his claim that his lawyer withdrew the suit without his consent. In her judgment, Judge Osho Adebiyi clarified the distinction between striking out order and dismissal order, highlighting that a dismissal case cannot be refuted. Unlike a struck out case, she emphasized that Obasanjo's suit fell into the dismissed category and could not be reinstated. Obasanjo's legal team expectation of a striking out order for potential future litigation was also dismissed by the judge. Former Nigerian military head of state in the late 1970s and subsequently elected president from 1999 to 2007, Mr. Obasanjo initiated legal actions against Punch, a prominent Nigerian newspaper, following the publication of a critical article by Mr. Olumense on January 27, 2019. Now, what I'm reading right here is the defamation suit. And in this lawsuit, the ex-president sought damages of 1 billion naira from both the media outlet and the columnist, alleging that the article contained false, malicious injuries claims that subjected him to public ridicule and disdain. Entitled, "This is the best contribution Obasanjo can make." The syndicated article by Mr. Olumense revisited previous criticism of Mr. Obasanjo, highlighting his alleged distortion of Nigerian's history, and his purported self-serving approach to governance. Among this article continues assertion, Mr. Olumense challenged Mr. Obasanjo's anti-corruption credentials, claiming that while he appeared vocal against corruption, his actions fell short. He alleged that Obasanjo's initiatives, such as the EFCC and ICPC, were manipulated for personal vendetta rather than genuine anti-corruption efforts. Furthermore, the article accused Mr. Obasanjo for mismanaging funds, particularly in the energy and infrastructure sectors, alleging lavish spending without corresponding projectory delivery. It cited instances where funds were misappropriated or spent without accountability, prompting scrutiny from the governmental bodies and media. Reacting to this allegation, Mr. Obasanjo's legal representative Kanu Agabi contended the article exceeded the boundaries of freedom of speech and expression, urging the court to rule accordingly. The former president also sought a permanent injunction against against further dissemination of the allegedly defamatory content, and requested a public reaction to be published in two national newspapers within 3 days of the court's judgment. Obasanjo's legal team requested for the withdrawal of lawsuits. The legal representative within Mr. Obasanjo's legal team, Bisong Utinya, submitted a request for the discontinuation of a lawsuit last year, more than 4 years after it was initiated. According to Daily Trust, subsequent of the discontinuation request, attorney for Punch and Olumense Adakunle and Sam Olanga from Femi Falana's law firm respectively, they petitioned the court for a combined total of 3 million naira expenses incurred for travel and document filling. They also sought the dismissal of the suit in light of the discontinuation of the plaintiff. This presiding judge, in response, emphasizes that the principle that cause typically follows the outcome of events, considering the considerable expenses incurred during the proceedings. The judge decided to award each of the defendants 2 million naira as costs for the action. Following the dismissal of the suit, Mr. Obasanjo, represented by the legal team, subsequently sought the reinstatement of the case. They urged that the initial dismissal was based on a misrepresentation of facts, that the withdrawal of the suit was unauthorized. They contended that justice had not been served in the matter, and urged the court to release the case. However, Punch and Mr. Olumise opposes the application, asserting that the appellant failed to provide sufficient evidence to warrant a review of the court's decision. They urged the court to reject the request for re-enlisting, asserting to the court was no longer empowered to consider it. That's not all, but what you can say under this headline, which says that no one is above the law. Heartbreak for Obasanjo as court rebukes him, orders him to pay 4 million naira fine. In the recent event that is happening, it said that former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, filed a case against Punch newspaper and their columnist Olumise, saying that he wrote something that is affecting his um, personality and his profile. They wrote something that says a lot of bad things about him, things that he didn't do, and he sued the Punch newspaper, and especially the person who wrote it, Olumise, for he sued them to court, and ordered them to pay 1 billion naira and he ordered them to pay 1 billion naira for the damages that they caused upon him. After trials and trials, the Obasanjo led council discontinued the lawsuit. That means they brought down the case, and later Obasanjo went up to the court and saying that no, the discontinuation of the law of the trial was not approved, and now the court have hereby, and he is urging the court for the continuation of the case, and the court rejected the continuation of the case, hereby telling Mr. Obasanjo to pay the 4 million naira fine for damages caused upon the court, and also the Punch News to also pay the sum of the two of them should pay the sum of 2 million naira each to make up the 4 million naira fine upon the court. What do you guys think? I want you to drop your comment in the comment section concerning this, and don't forget to leave a like on this video.